Hello, it's Archie Luxury, and welcome to the Archie Luxury live stream channel. Guys, I'm in Japan. I'm in a 150-year-old apart house, and we are filming. We're doing the show, man. We're doing the show. We are doing the show. What's going on? My God, I tell you what, there's been some pretty nasty comments I saw on the Marcelo stream. My God, JD. I mean, JD makes an avatar of Luxy. I mean, has JD, have you looked in the fucking mirror yourself there? You ain't no fucking super athlete or supermodel yourself there. What a fucking ego. And he wants to have a go at Lux and have a go at Arch, of course. What did we do wrong to you, man? We used to love you, JD. You used to come on the stream. It was good. It was fun. I remember you had the old Benz, the W210 E-Class diesel. You used to bring the diesel. We used to have a look at the Benz. Man, you were a good part of the Archieverse. Now you've left and you're angry. You're Marcelo. You know, you're in the Marcelo niche. The niche with the beast. You're in the niche because it's a cliquey club. You got Marcelo, you got JB, you got Mental Jock. Who else is there? They're all kind of cliquey. Look, guys, I'm here to try and have some fun with you and enjoy our time. I don't know why you wanted to criticize Luxy. He's been a good friend. He helps me carry the streams. That's it, guys. That is all I do with the Luxy. And you know what? It's the thing that really I think is upsetting is that, you know, they've all turned on Luxy. They all hate his guts. You wonder why Archie's distant. You wonder why Luxy's distant at times. It's because if I share everything, you just throw it back at us and laugh at it, use it as cannon fodder. And I'll be honest with you. If you want to carry on like a bunch of assholes, well, eventually we won't run a show. Is that what you prefer? We won't run a show. That's it. It'll be end of it. That's the end of it. The bygone era. It's over. I mean, I don't understand the hate. It's just, I honestly don't understand the hate. And you know, I like to try and run a positive show. I like to have good people on. I like to have good, you know, what I want to do is on the channel itself there is try and give you some positivity. And you know, I'm just checking. Oh yeah, we've got the link pinned. I was just about to link the pin. And I mean, I got to be totally honest with you guys. Anyone wants to jump on and chat, jump on. But the nastiness, whew, back the truck up there. It's and I got to be honest with you. You know, if someone comes out and attacks me, I'll attack them. And there are many people who I'm disappointed. I thought they were friends, and they aren't friends. It's a tough show business. Is a tough game. And sometimes in show business, it rides. It's a roller coaster that is. It can end. You know, I think the streaming business. Everybody thought it's an easy way to make a lot of money. You know what? It can be. It can it can be a, people see it and then they think, oh, I'll stream, and it's a fucking hard business. Look at Lord Heldevant, young Brando, renamed young Brando. I mean, he was a good guy. I like him. I quite like him. Nice guy. And he wanted to do streaming. It's a fucking hard business. So many people, they get jealous. They get jealous that I've had some success streaming. And you know what? I got to be totally honest with you. It's the luck of the draw, sunshine. I was right place, right time. I managed to do the streaming. And you know what? For what it's worth, it has its moments. It can be fun. It can be mentally exhausting. Mentally, for your mental health, let me tell you, it's not the greatest thing. I enjoy the routine of doing the streams. The routine has helped me. But some of the negativity hasn't. It hurts. It does hurt. And I try and present the content. The watch. They want a little bit of drama. We give some drama. But as for taking a lux like that there, I mean, hey, JB, what the fuck? I mean, I could easily. I mean, you're not exactly the figure of fucking perfect health. Okay? You're poking fun at lux. I mean, man, that's not cool. It's not cool. When you're a fat cunt yourself, it's not cool to poke fun at another fat cunt. Okay? It's not cool. And you're fucking delusional if you think you are superior. And I got to be honest with you. I try my best. I try my best to get content delivered. I try my best to make it entertaining. It's not always easy. We got a super chat. We have got a super chat. We got a super chat. We got a super chat. We got Little Dave, $2. $2. Marcelo said he's been getting ghost reservations. Well, I definitely, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Let me tell you this. That's not a good thing. Anyone who thinks that's funny to fuck with his business, whether I like Marcelo or hate Marcelo, that's a fucking shitty thing to do. Leave the poor guy alone. I may not like him. Okay, maybe I don't like him. But you know what? You don't want to fuck with somebody's business. That's not funny. That's not funny in the least. So I definitely don't think that's a cool way. We've got Rick Foss, 20 knock, Archie Stream Fund. Thank you. And we've got Maharaja Philippe. Maharaja Philippe. $100. $100. AC3, how about some positivity, watch talk, and vinyl stories from Japan for tonight? Okie dokie. I will tell you some stories here. So I went to Japan a number of years ago. I think 2016. What's that? That is 8 years. Oh, we got my good friend JD. Here we go. How are you?
Who on earth were you talking about before? You've got to get your GDs, JDs, your JDMTLs, all these characters, your JBJVs, they all sound the same. Who exactly
JB,
would?
yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay, okay. So I'm
Yeah. No,
thinking, I don't drive a
you're always
Benz.
cool. What are you doing at Luxury? You're looking very dapper.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I feel pretty hot, humid, and stinking in
It's
Sydney and
very hot in
rainy
Sydney
outside.
today.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's humid. It's humid and nasty. I thought I'd do some shopping, family coming in later. You got to go and see Cove at Luxuria. I thought I'd show a few pieces if that's all right. I know it's not
Hey,
usually, watch talk is look frowned upon sometimes, but I
No, no,
just
no. I love it, man. Let's get
checking
it
out a
up on the
few
stream.
things.
This is
So
fantastic. We've got
I
another
was
super chat
looking.
from Maharaja Philippe, $50. Look, JD is on red super chat for the legend.
That's fantastic. Look at that, 50. He's your boss, man. Like God love him. That's
Yeah, I do.
fantastic. Heuer Carrera. What do you think about this one? I love the
Actually,
fact I'll
so this
put it
is
on the other camera as well. So it's the 60th anniversary, 39 millimeter anniversary dive silver chronograph. And it has, I love the fact that it's got the Heuer branding even on
so
the
this
end of
is a
it.
reissue. This is a
Beautiful.
reissue, isn't it? This is not a
Yeah,
vintage piece. This
reissue.
is
No,
which I
just
actually
put it on.
prefer a reissue because you've got modern day waterproofing and seals, and the watch works beautifully.
All the good
I got
stuff.
to tell you, it's also it's a fairly good size. Look, it's not super like
39. For
the
me,
Monaco
again,
is a bit
I
chunky monkey,
know
but that's
I love that Monaco, and I love the one that
mhm,
Bear was talking about the other week, and I
yes,
did try that on, but there's
it's
no
too
way in a
big.
million years. Again, Tim Mosso risks here, if not Brittany Pierce. This is not going to work. As much as I love the idea of the Monaco, it's not going to work for me. But this one, 39 millimeter, fits beautifully on the wrist, and the fact that it doesn't have the tag written on it, even better. Even better.
Yeah, so
That's a
this is a
very cool
reissue of the
piece.
original Carrera. Just hang on one tick there. Could I have a
No
coffee, darling?
worries.
Thank you. Just getting a coffee organized.
No
What is the
worries.
so that watch there? That's a reissue of the Carrera from the '60s. It's manual wind or automatic. This one.
Automatic, so it's got the rotor that's sort of, you can't really see, but it's sort of like a steering wheel
Yeah.
inspired rotor on the back of
Oh,
it there.
gotcha. Okay, so it's
Very, very
automatic.
cool.
Okay.
Automatic.
So the original would have been manual.
Yeah, I think that's really nice. So it's listed 10.3, 10.3 Aussie dollars, which I think is
That's
pretty
beautiful.
sweet.
And it's
Pretty
a panda.
sweet.
You know, it's got the black and the white, the silver there, isn't it? Silvery white dial.
Yeah. So I think that's very cool. I'm not chronograph heavy. I've only got the Speedmaster 3861,
Yeah, I was
but
too chrono. It's you
you
know what,
too chronograph heavy.
JD. It's easy to get too many chronographs because I had the Breguet, I had the JLC. By the way, I got rid of that Breguet. I swapped it for
Oh, okay. Yep.
Cove. Has got some amazing Breguets. You know what
It
I'm
sure
tempted to
does.
get?
Which do you want to
So
look
he's
at?
got he's got the 7057, which is he's got it in white gold, and it's 25,000 Aussie, just under 25,000.
Yeah.
But he also has a beautiful classique Breguet, which is the enamel dial. You know, the enamel.
Right. Yeah. Do you want to have a
That's
look at that and
fucking
get that out?
sure. Have a look at that
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that
yeah.
is
No
so
worries.
sexy. That is such a sexy watch.
No, I'll go and get that. That's no problem. But yeah, I think this is a cool,
You know what I'm talking about.
again.
That,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that
yeah. So
Carrera
it's
is
the,
a very decent watch.
I think so.
Reissue. What's retail on that? What's retail on that?
I'm honestly not too sure on that. I just know he's got a
Yeah.
10.3 here. But I'll tell you that Tag boutique in Sydney, I think it is like the number one boutique for sales of tag in the world in Sydney there. I think Andrew McCutcheon mentioned on one of his Time and Tide videos, but that now, Christmas time, as soon as it opened, there were
Oh,
people in there this morning. So I think tag in particular, factoring in the F1 stuff that's coming through. I mean, they've always been a
yes.
big brand in Australia, tag, like compared to the rest of the world, it's always been a thing, particularly you'd remember the 80s. I mean, you had them, didn't you? Didn't you have
Oh,
some tags back in the day? The
I could
crazy
I couldn't
bracelet?
afford I couldn't I remember they had the Formula Ones were very popular, but they were still
Yeah,
expensive for what
definitely.
they
No,
were.
what they
They weren't.
definitely not cheap.
And I remember the links. I thought the links, you know, the steel
Yeah,
links,
dude.
I thought that would be so cool. You know, you'd have a BMW and you'd have a Tag Heuer links. You
Yes,
were
yes.
hot shit, wouldn't you?
You were the
I
man.
mean,
You were the
these
man.
were men who wore Tag Heuer. They actually spoke to girls in bars, and
Yes.
occasionally took one home with them. I know nothing. You know, I couldn't pull that
It's
shit
not my
off.
world. No, it's not my world.
No, it's not my fucking world. That's for sure. But
So I look at the
you know what I
Breguet,
mean? They were
the
so,
enamel dial. Yeah.
yeah. That is
Yeah.
so
Okay. Cool.
fucking beautiful.
And I'm
Beautiful.
wearing my. It's a bit boring, I know, but it's the white birch
No,
SLGH
no, I never think.
005
Stop.
high
Why do
beat.
you think Grand
Yes.
Seiko is boring? Why do you say that?
I know. I know what the thoughts are, but I think it's cool. I bought this here. Very
I
cool.
actually no stop.
Favorite
I
watch.
actually want to
Favorite
get a
watch.
Grand Seiko. I would add a Grand Seiko to my collection. Can I say that?
Of course you can. Of
I
course you
think the
can.
brand is fucking amazing. My son has one. I'm more of a fan for the 60s style of case, you know, that retro 60s sort of style
Yeah.
of case.
One of the
I
ones
think,
I've got's like that. So that's the one with the very sharp lugs, like the very
yeah,
faceted lugs. I've got that's a 44 GS case. I've got another one. I think I showed you when I met you the second time in Sydney. That
yeah.
has that highly polished, faceted side. I know exactly what you mean. It's very unique to that brand. No other brand does that type of
I got to be honest
case
with you.
shape.
I think Grand Seiko is a great brand. No, please, you got the wrong idea. I actually really love Grand Seiko. I love the spring drive. I think that's an amazing.
Definitely unique. And you've
I like
definitely
the high beat.
high beat is cool. Spring drive, I do have a spring drive in the collection. And it
Look,
is when you first see it pretty mesmerizing as it glides around the
I
dial.
must say
It's
that Carrera. I'm just trying to find. So that's the re-edition, right?
yeah, with the
Uh,
anniversary silver dial, 60th anniversary. This is Box and
yeah,
Paper's 2023 model, this one, 10.3.
it's fucking
It's
beautiful.
pretty cool.
What
It's
I
pretty
love.
cool.
I think it's not over the top. Like it's a very cool
No,
watch. Like that's a
some of them
really
can be
cool.
gimmicky, can't they, with the tags? Like, even though I like the idea, I probably
Yeah,
wouldn't commit to it. But like the equivalent of the Monaco with the golf livery with a
and that's got a
stripe on
date.
it,
Has that
it's
got
a
a
bit
date at the
too
six?
much. This
Has
one,
that got a
no,
date at the six?
no,
No
it's
date.
just
Okay,
three
I prefer a
subdials
no
only.
date.
It's three subdials only, and even I like the band sort of like it's just black, simple, just like a wheel of a car, which I think's cool. So again, something I
Yes.
think it's worth a look. So you want to have a look at the Breguet, the enamel dial. That's just that three-hander one, isn't it? I'll go and have a look back in 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll
that's all
just
it
uh,
is. Oh,
I'll just put
whatever
myself
you want
on
to show.
mute. I'll just
Yeah,
put
yeah, no
myself on mute,
worries
okay?
there. No worries there. There we go. We've got our good friend JD in Sydney. He's gone to Cove Luxury Watches, and that's really fantastic to get us a bit of a look around there. What a
There we
great
go.
sport,
There we go. Co's a
and
good guy. Again, we'll
he's a
move
great
out of
guy.
here. People come in here and you get
And I
some
love the
people in
way
the
you've got the
store. I'll move
logo, the
out.
luxurious logo behind you.
Yeah, well, that's the way you do it.
That's
Let's be
perfect. I love it,
professional here.
man.
Let's
No,
be
that's
professional. We're at the
professional.
QVB in Sydney. Come around, have a look. This one, the
Oh,
Breguet, is this the one you're
yeah,
after?
yeah. So, what
That's
size is
classy, isn't
this?
it? What size is that, Cove? Is
I think
this?
it's about 40 mil. I think it's 40 mil.
Yeah,
I
I think
think.
it's 40. I think it's 40 on there. That's a nice, elegant dress watch, as it should be. Point edging on the side of it.
I think it's fucking
Subtiles. Want to
beautiful,
bring it
don't
up
you?
there,
That watch.
Arch, and have a look. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Um, you mentioned to me that you don't have a lot of dress watches, right? And you don't know whether you'd really get value
There's
out
just
of them,
like, I
right?
think, yeah, I think with everybody, you look at it and go, when is that occasion when you're going to really
Yeah.
need it? And so much of what most of us have, enthusiasts, I mean, Submariner you could wear anywhere,
Okay, so
you
this
know?
watch here, this is very similar in price. So let's have a look. I've got some
Yeah.
specs on this watch. So this is a Breguet Classic 40mm automatic rose gold. Grand Feu enamel dial. Grand Feu enamel dial. It's a 7147. Okay. Box and papers, 2022. He wants 23.5 Aussie for it. That has the most beautiful rotor on the back of it, the automatic rotor.
Yeah, I can see the gear shape pattern on it. As Mike the Snake would say, it's very intricate. It's very intricate. It's very intricate. Yeah, that's classy. That's really cool. Hands, beautiful.
It's not
dial.
Classy. It's beyond classy. That is just beyond. Tell me this: would you go down this path? The watch.
Well,
there we go. We got Maharaja Philippe, $5. JD, can you put the Bregster on the wrist and show us, please? Yes, he did. He had it. There we go. Just show us. See, that looks absolutely beautiful on your wrist. Do you know what retail of that watch is there? They're not cheap. You know this, don't you?
No, they're not. You're not. Can't believe.
I mean, this is the whole thing about buying this second hand is you are getting such
it's God
value.
For people in the know, like you see the mistakes that people would make who don't know these things, who just go into the boutique as a one-off. They got a special event coming up. They're just gonna go for it, or not. They're on holidays and they're not thinking, and they haven't looked into it, and suddenly you're walking out. Much like a car, like a new car, you can get it's problem.
Okay, so I think I'm just trying to find the price of this baby. These are not cheap watches. You do realize that, don't you? Cheap is not
the idea.
It's about $40,000.
Jesus.
What do you think? Is it beautiful?
The coin edging is beautiful.
Now, I'm fucking in love with that watch. Do you think? Yeah. So that, interestingly enough, it's an automatic. I like the way it's got the little sub-second. You notice? I don't know if you can see it, but
it's running.
The dial has got that little dish. The dish, it's got the dish. But how they've done it's actually pretty beautiful. Now that watch in Australia is about 40,000 retail, so it's selling almost half, slightly more than half. JD, I want to ask your opinion. JD,
hey, man.
If you were me, would you get out of the Patek?
No.
And get that?
What Patek? The World Time? You talk about the World Time? No.
How about get out of my sub? My bluesy.
The problem is you're getting to a point
the
where they're your
versatile.
icons, and it's versatile, and you're sort of known for that.
Tell me this.
I mean,
okay, let me ask you
this. But
that Breguet, would you prefer that enamel dial one or the Breguet I've got?
I sort of like the one that you've got. Yeah, because I've looked at that, and I showed that in here last time, the other one.
Yeah, that was the one, the white gold one. Yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit more interesting for me, and the fact that you can see the degree of the complication from the dial side, it's kind of unique from that sense. I'd probably gravitate towards that more so than this, but again, traditional dress watch, beautiful coin edge on the side of it. I mean, it's
incredible, isn't it? I mean, is that a 20?
It's pretty nice.
You must admit, you buy that mid-20s. Could you go wrong with that?
No, I don't think so.
What do you think?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty good. That's pretty nice.
That's what makes me love watches, is when you see stuff like this. It's so beautiful.
And again, you have to see them.
Because you don't have a dress watch, do you? You're the nearest thing you've got is that gold-plated Seiko, that gold-plated Australian edition.
turn the knife in there. Yeah, pretty much.
No,
But
it is what it
that's
is. It
all
is what it
cool.
is.
That's cool. I totally agree with that. The gold plated Seiko. Yeah, I got that, and I've got another Grand Seiko, the Skyflake, which is on a leather strap. That's the SPGA 407 spring
Yes.
drive. So that's the equivalent of.
We got another
Well,
super
that's like
chat.
the
Little Dave,
snowflake, but in
$2.
blue.
Props to JD Gonzu
Thanks,
Roo
little. Thank you,
for the
little
on-site
Dave.
watch content.
No
And we got
problem.
Patel Maharaja Philippe, $5. And what he's saying is, I'll just turn my camera off. My camera's off. Okay, darling. Thank you.
You want a breakfast?
Or what are you having for breakfast?
Oh, just walk down to the shop soon.
Sure, you can get me one of those chickens if you can.
Oh, you want chicken?
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Is that easy?
Yeah.
Sorry about that there.
That's all right.
What I wanted to say is, here we go. Maharaja Philippe, $5. Grand Fou enamel, Breguet hands, Breguet numerals, rose gold. I mean, what more can you want, JD and AC3? A perfect dress watch. Looked great on the wrist. Yes, Maharaja says it looked great. What do you think? I mean, is that 20,000? Fuck, that's still a lot of money, isn't it?
It's still a lot, but if I was in that budget, I wouldn't feel. I think it's a great buy.
Well,
I really
but
do.
hang on a
I
minute.
want to
You
show you
are in
another
that
one.
Yes.
I was
go
did
on.
it in. Do you want to have a look at the Arnold and Son? Let's have a look at the Arnold and Son.
Yes.
It's
Now,
still here.
now
Do you want to have a look at
that's
that?
an amazing bang per buck watch. Yes, bring
You're
it out.
talking
Bring
dress
it out.
watches. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah.
I'll just put myself on mute. 1 second.
Yes. This Arnold and Son has been with Cove for years. He did sell it, but it came back. And it's a interesting watch there. So JD,
here we go.
he did sell
Finally
this watch.
in the hands. He did.
He did sell it, and then it came back because the guy sold it back. And Cove said,
it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
We need to look after customers.
This is nice. This is nice. This is really nice.
We got
Beautiful.
Luxy joining us.
Luxy.
Now, what's the price on the Arnold and Son?
11,950.
Yeah.
With a beautiful guilloche pattern on that dial. You can't really
You're
see
talking
it.
about
On the website.
independence. This is an amazing
Beautiful.
piece of kit.
And a beautiful, beautiful movement behind there.
It's half the price of the Breguet.
Again, it's just that it's a brand people aren't familiar with. I'll just throw it on the wrist.
Yeah.
Another one
Which
that
one
Mike the Snake would say very intricate. Very intricate.
Which one do you prefer, the Breguet or the Arnold and Son?
Look, for me, it's hard to get away from
It's double the money. The Breguet is so much more affordable.
It's so much more affordable. And this is just, again, the movement is killer behind there. The movement is amazing behind there for what it is. But again, it's just because of a brand that people aren't familiar with. What happens if, like, as far as servicing something like that, where would you get that done? Would you have to send it back to them? I mean, there's not like there's a boutique in Australia or anything. So that's the only thing.
It wouldn't be terrible.
It's a beautiful piece.
It is beautiful. Look, it's a
nothing wrong with that. And again, it fits on my girly wrist.
It's gorgeous watch.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous watch. We've got more super chats. Maharaja Philippe, $5. Lux, thoughts on Arch ordering his wife to make him chicken feet for breakfast. Would you recommend takoyaki instead? That's the takoyaki is the beef.
I just googled it. Yes. Well, hey, I would love. I'm sure JD will agree with me. I would love, and I'm sure everybody will agree with me, to see Archie sucking on some chicken feet for breakfast.
Chicken feet.
Yeah, that's what the
make sure the nails are still attached.
Breakfast of champions.
But takoyaki, I didn't even know what this was, but I've just googled it. I have seen it before. I never knew what was inside. I just don't like the mayonnaise. They just drizzle all over it. It's like
Yes.
a squid with the squid balls. But yeah, the mayonnaise doesn't do it for me. I want to see Archie in chicken feet. Let's see if we can get that happening.
Hey, speaking
Legendary.
of watch legends, we've got Erwin from Watch Chat
Erwin.
is on
What's up,
here.
people?
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Hey.
Erwin.
Erwin, we've
Morning.
just got our good friend JD. He's at Luxuria.
JD Luxury.
Arnold, JD, this is
No.
a bargain for you. Would you consider Arnold and Son, Erwin?
Arnold and Son? Yeah, I think I would.
If we could get a deal on this, would you be interested? Rose gold.
Beautiful
The one-
dial. The
the
dial.
one is
You really have
It
to see.
actually, I have looked at that
Yeah.
watch. It's not just a blue dial. The camera doesn't do justice.
I'll see
it's
if
a
I can flip the
purpley
camera
blue.
around. I'll flip the camera around.
And it's
okay?
got
Just one
it's got
second.
like it's got a pattern. You know the pattern, the circle the circle
Yeah.
pattern on it, hasn't it?
1 second.
It's so beautiful.
Don't know if that's any better. There you go.
Yeah, look at that. Looks amazing.
Wow.
That is stunning.
It's a deep, deep, deep blue, and it, as Archie said, it's got an amazing, intricate gear-shaped pattern on that dial. Again, Mike the Snake would say, very intricate, very intricate. Beautiful. Let's flip that back around.
Sorry, I
Hello,
missed
guys.
the model name. What model name is this? AP,
Hi,
right?
Jimmy.
No, this
No,
is
it's
an Arnold and Son.
Oh, Arnold
Arnold
and Son. I
and
was going to
Son.
say.
Arnold and Son. Yeah, it's a great. They do.
It's a
Yeah,
40
very old brand.
millimeter rose gold, royal blue, boxing papers.
What's the price on that?
11,950. 11,950 lux. 11,950.
Yeah,
That is
very
actually beautiful.
It's very
It's in
good
USD,
value.
right? Oh, is that
No,
USD or-
Australian dollars, Aussie
Australian
dollars.
dollar, right?
It's Australian dollars.
Really nice.
In US
So
dollars,
again-
it's 7,800 US dollars.
Again, between that and the Breguet, you can't ignore the fact that it's half the price. But still, the Breguet is
Ooh.
stunning.
Super
Yeah,
chats.
we got super chat Strider $2. Yes, JD, awesome to see you
Yes,
at
yes.
Luxuria.
Thanks.
And we
Strider.
got
Hope you're
Uzi
doing well.
trading $5. Lux, we really enjoy seeing you here. I always miss you on the morning shows. Thank you,
Thank you,
Uzi.
Uzi. You got to wake up early, Uzi. Wake up early.
And Maharaja Philippe, $5. Yo, Erwin. Erwin's here.
Yo, Maharaja.
Hmm.
Oh, you got a nice collection there.
Flip the camera around. Have a look.
The Breguet.
Yes, sir. Look at this. It's amazing. There's some beautiful watches here. The Arnold and Son. Tell me, if you were to buy a dress watch, would you be tempted by the Arnold or the Breguet? What would sing? Would you pull out your credit card? Can I ask you that?
Hmm.
Do you like
Again,
using
I'm
credit
always-
card?
Tough
No,
choice.
I don't.
Uh,
I've never had one. On a
Oh,
flex. I've never had a credit card.
Wait, you watch the ArchieLuxury channel and Archie has never
know.
enticed you?
I know. I should get the HELOC and get rid of that. Get rid of that pesky thing of not having mortgages. It's
But think
terrible.
about all the watches you could have, JD.
Oh yeah, I've got enough.
JD's got a beautiful
Enough is
collection. I
enough.
got to tell you, JD has got you got 2 Rolexes, haven't you, JD? You've got an
Correct.
Explorer 2 black
Yeah,
dial.
Explorer 2,
And
226
you've got the-
570 that I got here, and the Air
Mhm.
King 126 900, the current one with the crown guards, and the 05 because I like the numeral 5. It's all over the dial, and you
Yeah.
need to know when it's 35 o'clock on the Air King. So I've got that. So they're my 2 Rolexes, and
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, to have one Rolex is a big achievement these days.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
cost of
and
living
on-
is fucking ridiculous.
definitely. But for me, definitely the Explorer 2, we often say the whole one and done thing, but that for
Yeah.
me is the one and done. Like it definitely that if you had that, that's all you for me, that's all I would need. If I didn't have all the others, I'd be fine. But the Explorer 2, love it. It's my favorite everyday luxury piece. We'll have a look at some other stuff after.
I got to tell you,
leaves.
JD, I got to tell you, you are inspiration to me. Actually, you're just such a nice guy. I've often looked at this hobby, and at times I've wondered, what the fuck am I doing here? And I'm reminded by nice people like yourself.
Oh,
that is what really. No, I'm fucking
this
serious.
is like
a
Thanksgiving message, isn't it? It's a Thanksgiving message.
Yes.
And that's nothing wrong with that, is there? You know?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I mean, I've got to tell you, you came. I remember I met you first off, and I was flying high, and then things have changed. I had some, personal. I don't want to dwell on it, but some personal disasters. And you come back to the hobby, and you think, you know what? At the end of the day, all we want to do is pay our bills and survive, put a roof over our family's head. And if we can have a few just to play with, isn't that?
Yeah, that's nice.
Fantastic?
But I think it's a cliche, but it's more of the community aspect of it is to me a little bit more important than just the watches themselves, because I don't think I'd probably have as many as I do if it wasn't for this space and all these characters that come in.
We talked each other into this garbage. We don't need any of this stuff.
I think that is a degree of a bit of a problem when your reference point where it seems normal. Oh, it's totally fine for this guy I know to have 50 watches. That's not normal. That's not normal. And the trouble is, when that's your reference point, then you start making some
JD,
crazy decisions.
You've always said you've got a modest collection, but compared to a normal person, they would say you're a lunatic.
No,
they would say
it's sick. 8's way too many. For me, definitely 4.
You've got nearly $100,000 in watches. You know what I mean? You've got a lot of money. I mean, retail.
Yeah.
But Jake, what do you want to do with your life?
What
do you want to do?
I've done everything. Everything's a bonus for me at this point. As far as
would you ever do what
cancer thing? And never.
Would you ever,
no.
You survived.
Would you ever and rebuy?
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable relying solely on this as a source of income. Although obviously it's been very successful in it and in the space, and other people have taken the lead and done their own thing. I think no, I wouldn't feel comfortable. It was my sole income. However, if down the line you needed to do it, well, I'm never going to do that, Arch. I'm never going to compete or do anything like that. Launch my own channel. It's not going to happen. I just like coming on your channel.
Yeah.
When I can. That's enough.
No.
That's enough.
Your story. I got to tell you, sometimes I've questioned, why do I do this thing? And
but it's funny that day when I did meet you, that first time I talked about, again, I don't want to dwell on it, but I had the sickness and I was on the chemo and the therapy and the hospital stuff. And it was so good to listen to you guys while I was getting the treatment in the hospital, just hearing Mike the Snake while I was being injected with toxic chemicals. It helped a significant degree over that 6-month period, dramatically through that. And it meant a lot. So again, I just like getting on, I don't know, paying it forward, whatever you want to call it, but it did mean a lot to me at that time. And definitely, even though I recounted that story, I remember the main topic of conversation in here was your broken down washing machine or something you were telling me about.
Yes.
And you were the same person as you are on stream. It wasn't any different. So it was all good. Sim was a little bit different, but we won't talk about that. No. I remember. But it was good to meet Green Room as well. What a legend to actually see him in real life. That was cool too. He's a nice guy. With his Buckley dial Rolex that he had.
Yeah, no, he was a very nice guy. And the sad thing is he's left the hobby. Like, he had that Rolex Oyster Perpetual, the blue dial 36 mil. And he got out of it. And I kind of think he got it from Luxuria, speak of the devil, and he sold it back to Luxuria. The market.
Yes.
But the
bit different
sad
back
thing
then.
is, yeah, the sad thing is that he said he just didn't do much for him.
It's okay. He was a young man, so I'm not saying it's an old man's game, but he'll be back. He'll be back one day. That'd be
Yeah,
great if he did.
yeah,
That'd be really good. He was so funny. He's hilarious.
he'll be
Hilarious guy.
he'll be back.
So you guys
Do you want to have a look at some? I'll look at some other
Sydney, right?
stuff.
Sure, anything
Yeah.
interesting, you show us, JD.
Sydney.
Show
Yeah,
us
cool.
something
One
interesting.
second.
There
I'll
we go.
just put
Another super
myself on
chat.
here.
Uzi
That's
Trading, $5. Here's another 5 for Lux.
Thank
And
you,
we got
Uzi. Thank you.
Maharaja Philippe, $5. Question from Gunza: would you spend 10% of your net worth on a watch? If so, which one? I said something like a rare 2523 for myself. 2523 is a very rare Patek World Time Patek. That's a 2523. That's the 1960s World Time. They are several $1 million. Good on you. Good on you. Would you spend 10% of your net worth on a watch? Well, I have. I have spent 10% of my net worth on a watch. I have.
Like your whole collection or just one watch?
I've got, I'll be honest with you. I that World Time I've got, that's pretty well. That's a super grail for me. I can't see.
Try to keep that.
No.
Never get rid of it. I've heard you saying, trade this for that.
Yeah,
Don't ever get rid of the World Time.
We got one from Rich Mitch. Rich Mitch, I'm too sick.
I'm sick too.
Rich Mitch says, I'm sick too, JD. The com aspect is life-giving. What's he saying?
Yeah. He's just saying that the
Community.
support, the community stuff means a lot. It does. It's more
Yeah.
than you actually realise. I think this is cool. 2018 Amiga
Rich.
Speedmaster Ultraman.
That's cool.
Ultraman.
Oh, I love the Ultraman. They were so hot. Remember when they were so expensive?
So it has that funky box that comes in. That funky box. I'll put it on the other camera in a sec, but that's very cool with the orange accent. So what's the history behind the Ultraman, Arch? Was that
the Ultraman was from that cartoon. Ultraman,
so there was an actor
had
who wore it in the show in Japan? Is that it?
No, well, actually,
it
I think
has
it was a special.
No?
They did an Ultraman version as a tribute to the cartoon, and then they did the reissue, which was I think it's beautiful watch. I got nothing.
It's just stunning.
Nothing
2018
against that. That is a
box and papers. Obviously, it's rare.
It was featured in the
17,950.
1970s Japanese TV series.
Wow, it's very cool.
So how much is it?
17,950. I'll just spin this around.
Well, and they got a special box as well. They came with a very special. I don't know if you remember. I used to have that guy Nige. He had one of these. He loved his.
Okay.
Yeah, he loved his Ultra. Man, that's an incredible watch. It's beautiful. It's just fantastic. It's they've had a few customers come in today, haven't they? It's always interesting. There was
a few earlier.
There's
a lot of people in Sydney today shopping. Obviously, there's the Black Friday.
You got Christmas coming up as well.
So all the Christmas decorations are up.
I'll
take you outside in a sec. We'll have a look at maybe one more, and then
that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Please thank Cove for letting us film here.
Absolutely.
It's amazing, and I highly recommend Cove if you're looking for a watch. Luxuria Watches is a really cool
He sold. Remember last time I was in here, I had the Snoopy that sold, and I believe the IWC Engineer Green was also sold.
That's sold as well.
How's the market like currently in Australia for watches retail on a
Look, the market is look, Owen, it is a tough market. Like it's you know, the market is not like it as buoyant as it was before, but it's still stuff is still selling. People still buy stuff. You know, it's not the end of the world. And I think, Erwin, you've got to be patient. We've got a super chat in here. Steve Burns, $5. Archie, I'm considering purchasing a Patek 5205 2018 blue unworn for 40,000. Thoughts on the watch and the deal? Can Maharaja chime in? Well, that's the annual calendar. I don't know
Just
why
send
you
this
want
back
an
to Kay.
unworn
Back in
one.
a sec.
Yeah, sure. I personally would not pay a premium for I wouldn't buy an unworn one, because what's the point of buying? You pay less for a worn. I want one that's in excellent condition, but I personally don't believe in a premium for unworn. I think that's a bit silly. I think the watch is amazing. A Patek 5205. Holy shit. Patek 5205. The blue is kind of my pick as well. I think that is the most beautiful piece. They're not cheap, believe you me, they're not fucking cheap. I would have a look on Chrono. What is Chrono? What are they going for on Chrono?
I'm bringing it up.
I can tell you this. Yeah, thank you. They are an amazing. They are amazing. They're an amazing. I think they're one of the most beautiful annual calendars. That seems to be about the money. Just looking around the price there, 40 seems to be the price on this sort of watch.
That's that's higher than retail, is it?
No, retail's more. They're a dress watch. They're a dress watch. They're an annual calendar with the sculpted. Look at the stock there. This is at Luxuria. What amazing watches here.
I like the brightening hat. That's cool. I
Yes.
thanked Kay for your Arch. I thanked him.
Thank
very
you.
Kind.
They've got some
Allow us in
beautiful.
here like this.
I think.
Just do one more little look.
Luxuria is got the best stock of any. I think they've got the best stock.
Nice JLC.
Yeah, just check
I
out
love
their
that Heuer.
website.
That Heuer was very cool.
Very good collection over there.
That Breguet was definitely worth a look. That enamel dial one, it's very cool.
Oh, that's fucking,
Hands.
and that's the white next to it is the other
Couple
Breguet,
hands.
right next to it, sleeping next to that.
Yes, it is.
Is that
It
Breguet
is,
in
it
white
is.
gold there? If you had
It's
to
kind of like
pick between the
Archie's
two,
little
what would you pick
collection.
if they said it?
One
What would
around
you
the back.
pick?
I picked the one that you have.
Well-
I picked the one that you have. It's just a bit more interesting.
Do you prefer it in rose or white?
Well, that's part of the whole thing with the white has its benefits in that it is more under the radar and less obvious.
I agree
but
with you. They're both
sometimes
pretty
you
damn
buy,
cool.
but if you buy gold, sometimes you want people to know. I guess that you are wearing gold. Otherwise, unless you're in the know, you don't know. But I guess you just feel the weight of it. I'm happy with that. Bluesy, two-tone, Sky Dweller. That is a big watch, isn't it? When you see him in real life, that's a big watch, the Sky Dweller. Bit too big for me. Bit too big for me. Green, OP. Nice. All right, we'll get out of Cove's hair. I'll just go for a walk out here and look at the Christmas tree, then I'll leave you guys to it.
Yeah, this is one of the most beautiful shopping centers in the world. This.
No, it's pretty busy today. It's Saturday morning.
JD, can I ask for a Gonzo request if possible?
Sure. I have to keep
If
my clothes on,
possible.
okay? Yeah.
If possible, any time between now and the new year, could we get a little bit of sightseeing of the Christmas decorations and what it looks like
Yeah,
in
of course.
Sydney in
Well,
Christmas
here you
and
go.
New Year?
There's some right here. Speaking
Yeah,
of
look at
devil,
that.
Best
Stunning.
displays. Look at the Christmas
speaking of
tree.
devil, here you go. So this is the Queen Victoria building in the centre of it. During
I'm
the
just going
day,
to
it's
catch
sort
up.
of lit
Rick
up.
Foss, 20 knock.
There you
Good
go.
panel. Have a nice weekend and upvote, Fikers. Maharaja Philippe, $5. Erwin, would you say that once you can see past the need to invest in watches and make a return, do you feel it gets more interesting as a hobby?
Oh, definitely. I definitely think it will be more interesting if you were to see past that. So these days, look, my mantra in buying watches is never buy above retail. That's basically it. And if I make a loss, I make a loss, but at least I enjoy the watches. Yeah, so I do enjoy them a lot more if I were to see past that. And you never know, right? Sometimes these watches. So I think I've shared this story before. A friend of mine was interviewed in one of this watch channel, and he's a watch collector as well. And he was asked, "What's the point of having so many watches, right? What's the end game here, right? Yeah, you know, if you sell it now, you probably make a loss, and you can't give every one of them to your
La
children,
Bouton.
right? So
Oh,
you probably
like
can give some." So he said this, think about this. If you were to have these watches and probably have them for the next 30 years, most of these watches will be obsolete in the next 30 years, right? They'll probably discontinue them. They probably
Yes.
won't have the same model. And all you need to do is just contact like Christie and have them auction off. And this will be like the private collection of so-and-so of ArchieLuxury.
Yes. That's a good
And
point.
that's
Good
probably the end
point.
game, right? And who knows, you know, you probably be able to fetch a higher value. So yeah, there you go.
JD,
All right,
this arcade
guys.
looks stunning.
Do you like it? It's pretty good. I know I've
Ah,
shown it a million times before, but it's pretty nice.
I
Pretty
know, it
nice
just looks
building.
stunning with the Christmas decorations.
Yeah, it looks
What's
pretty good this time of year. Pretty nice this time of year.
How old is this building?
It's 1800s.
Wow.
They were going to demolish it and build a car park there in the 80s, but they stopped it, thankfully, because
Holy
it's an
shit.
iconic building, but it's where it is perfect location, of course.
Yeah.
But they
JD,
were,
the flooring, is it carpeted or is it
yeah, it's
tile?
carpet. It's all carpet
Wow.
there.
Wow.
And all the tiles there. In the center of it there with the Christmas tree that goes through multiple floors.
Amazing.
Yeah.
JD, you make me want to go to Sydney. I used to live in Australia. I never went to Sydney, and I'm very disappointed in myself. I need to go to Sydney.
Oh yeah. I'd pay for your dinner if you turned up here, Lux. You know this.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
this.
Thank you. It's very kind.
It's
Now,
no
I've just got a
problem.
few super chats. I got to catch up on some super chats there.
That's all right.
We also had a okay, I think we caught up. We caught up. Steve Burns, you know what? 40,000 for that watch. If you love it. I don't think unworn. I think they use that term too much. Unworn. How could it be unworn? I mean, that's just sounds like bullshit, okay? But
You know,
40,000.
Luxuria had one sold. I just checked out their website. They had one sold. Maybe perhaps you can ask them how much they sold that for.
Yeah. Look, I got to tell you, I think 40,000 US, Steve, is look at Chrono 24 as a price guide. That seems to be the sort of money. Go
Did you do
for
the
it.
other super chats,
Definitely go for it.
JT, Rick Foss? Did you do all those?
I did
40,000
the
USD, right?
Maharaja one and the Rick Foss one. The JT one seems to have. Unfortunately, it's blocked on my screen because he's
Okay, no problem.
he's mentioned some unsavory things.
No worries.
You know. Yeah, I'm sorry, JT. It's a little bit.
We got Mike the Snake joining.
Mike the
Oh,
Snake
Mike.
is joining us.
Mike.
Buddy.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mike.
Oh, thank you.
Mikey.
No problem, mate.
Same to all of you. Happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mikey.
Thanks, Lux. Do you celebrate it?
No, we don't have it in the UK.
Okay,
I think it's an American thing.
it is. It's absolutely an American thing.
Yeah, States and Canada.
A lot of people are transplanted, you know. So I don't know. But in any case, it's probably my favorite holiday because it's just about. It's not about presents or gifts. It's just about getting together with family and stuffing your belly till you can't eat another bite, and it's just all good all the way around.
Mikey, there's no
Just very quickly there, it's getting some flack here. JT, $2. Happy 3-month anniversary of Michu's birthday. Thank you, JT. I appreciate you for your comments there. Much appreciated. Happy 3-month anniversary for someone's birthday. Thank you so much, JT. Much appreciated. And this
Mikey,
is one of the best shopping centers in the world. This was the Queen Victoria building. Pierre Cardin said this is the most beautiful shopping mall in the world.
Where is this?
This is in Sydney. It's the Queen Victoria building. It's a beautiful.
Very cool.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely. Can you believe they wanted? They spent a lot of money renovating this building, JD. You know that, don't you, JD?
Yeah.
They spent a lot of money.
Totally. We could see where it went. God, it's busy today.
And believe it or not, the same company that owns this building here also owns the Strand Arcade. You know the Strand Arcade?
I do. It's very similar inside. It's a bit rainy and miserable today, a bit humid, but that's the outside, which you've seen a million times. I know this, but
no, but
I'll
it's beautiful. No. We can always watch that. That's cute.
it's so foggy. It's like San Francisco today. There's all this fog.
JD, when I see you here, I fucking wish I was with you. I wish me and you were going for fucking Yum Cha. Let's go for Yum Cha.
Yeah,
can
that's Guy Phoenix Yum Cha. That's pretty good. That's pretty good there. That's the only time I've ever been with you. But
when they're not arguing
it is
with
really
me,
nice.
when they're not being assholes.
It's pretty nice. Pretty nice place.
Yum Cha.
I'll just take you into the Pitt Street Mall, and then I'll bid you boys a farewell.
I have to say the streets are very clean as well. It looks very clean. It looks really.
We got a super
proper.
chat from CB, $10. Archie, if you had 200 million net worth and you can own only 3 watches of a single brand, what would you get? Archie, if you had a $200 million net worth and you can only own 3 watches of one single brand, what would you get?
That's easy.
Fuck. You know what I would get? I tell you honestly, I'd get 3 Breguets.
Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that. I was about to say. I think you were going to say Patek.
No, 3 Breguets. 3 Breguets. I think Breguet is just
really
so
hard
cool.
on the Breguets at the moment.
I'd get a Type 21 I'd get my rose gold Type 21 back. I would keep my 7057 and I would pick up that enamel dial watch that you were playing with. That's it. 3 watches.
Do you remember that John Edward bloke? It was like a talking to the dead bloke. He was in
Yes.
Yes. Remember him?
I remember John Edward. Yeah.
Is he one of those flim flam guys that's supposed to be able to
exactly, Mike.
I'm sensing the letter R.
Yes, that's it.
My mother's name was Roberta. Oh
yes,
so excited.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly
JD,
right.
JD, that floozy in front of you is fucking stunning.
I don't judge people like that, Mike. So sorry.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Just appreciate it.
Sydney is so beautiful.
He's running away.
Sydney is so beautiful. Look at this.
It is pretty nice. Rolex, you've got the Christmas decks out. Put your name on a wait list for Christmas.
The problem is with Sydney, you need money.
Yeah. Ideally.
How much would you reckon you need to have a decent life? Forget about the house and the mortgage. Just like living standard. Like,
well, the problem is a nice apartment in Sydney you're going to spend about $1 to $2 million for a 2-bedroom
Correct.
apartment.
For something
Okay, 1
livable,
to
yeah.
2. Okay, we're not talking. Okay, so some mid ones. Okay, 1.5. Then you would need to. So would you pay cash for your apartment, or do you?
Cash.
You've got finance on it.
Nah, cash.
You'd have to service $1 million loan, right? So
Cash.
$1 million loan would cost you $60,000 a year in interest alone. Okay, because interest rates are 6%. So to answer your question, Luxy, you know how much money you need to earn to be comfortable in Sydney?
Yes.
250 would be a good number.
I think that's probably accurate, unfortunately.
Because 250, you might say, well, that's so much money. Yeah, but you take the tax off it, then you're left with 150. You see?
Let's say you got an offshore tax haven company, and you don't need to pay tax.
This is
150 okay.
Australia. Do you understand? Australia?
Yeah, but your money comes from offshore.
JD, he's got. Look at this. This is why he's so wealthy. Look at this, JD. Look at that. It's your store.
Yeah,
that's JD's store. Look at that, JD.
I don't like to talk about it, but yeah, it pays for the tutors.
Oh, we got CB $5. Are you full of shit or just wanted to get done in 5 seconds? No, CB. If I was worth $100 million, $200 million, seriously, I could wear a gold Breguet because I wouldn't care. I could get it fixed if it got damaged. I could gladly wear that. I would have a beautiful Breguet's the brand, an enamel dial Breguet, a classic. What more do you want in life? No?
To each his own. To each his own. CB.
And I suppose a lot of people, some people that have crazy money, they don't need to prove themselves. They don't need to prove, look at me, look how much money I've got. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of very wealthy
what?
people are very understated.
I would love to have 3 fucking Breguets, okay? I think Breguet is such a beautiful brand. I love Breguet. I'm almost thinking of, Dave offered me, I could give my sub back and get that 21 back.
Dave's trying to get rid of all his Breguets. Pick up all these Rolexes.
I mean, if you had 200 million, Erwin, what would you have? 3 watches. What would you have? Well, you've already told me 59.90 Patek.
Yep.
You would also go for an enamel dial world time, and probably 59.90 enamel dial world time, and probably a 59.70 or a chronograph perpetual calendar.
Wow. Archie, you know me so well now.
Yeah.
You know me so well now.
Yeah, U-Boat. You know what? They got their own store, don't they?
U-Boat.
Not in Sydney, not yet. We've got the Bell and Ross, which is opening there. There's a new Swiss concept store that's about to be opened.
Are U-Boat and Bell and Ross associated? Are they associated?
I got to be honest with you, CB. If I had 200 million, what 3 watches? I would like to go Breguet because I think Breguet. I would like to wear a bow tie. Okay. I would like to drive a Bentley. I would like to have a bow tie. I would like to wear a suit every day of the week. I would like to go out for dinner every day of the week. I would like to... Yeah, I think 3 Breguets. Maybe a Breguet Marine, a Breguet Type 21, and a Traditional. I think you could have fun. I would love to be just Breguet. You know that, Erwin?
Yeah.
I would like to sell everything off and just have Breguets.
Your current love for Breguet is deafening.
This is what you'd love, Lux, in Sydney. We'll take you to the Hague store, the chocolate store. Holy
That's
shit!
expensive.
Oh yeah.
This is where it's at,
Expensive.
man.
Hey,
I mean, you can't really tell from
This
here,
is-
but this is a fantastic place. Fantastic.
It is. It is.
In
In
fact,
America,
like-
we have
yeah.
C's candies. Have you ever heard of
Okay.
C's?
feel-
Ah, yes. And you have the other one too. I remember
Yeah,
Morgan AC
there's
took
a
me.
few.
You know that other one, Ghirardello?
Ghirardelli.
Yeah, they're
3D, is it
expensive.
expensive 3D?
This.
C's has
Oh.
more like
How much are the chocolate
franchise
buttons?
stores. You know, like this
$30.
buttons.
Fuck.
Holy
$30.
shit. That's half a kilo, right? Or something like no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's half a
nearly half a
kilo,
kilo.
440 grams.
It's 400
440
grams.
grams.
Fuck, that's
440.
expensive. $30.
Yep.
Where do they? Just between you and me, JD. I don't want to be rude to
Yeah,
you, but
man.
where the
Yeah,
fuck
mate.
do they get
It's
off
worth it. They're
$30?
nice. They're so nice. They're so nice, though. They're so
Yeah,
nice.
the chocolate is so
$30,
good.
you know?
It's worth
What
it.
planet
Archie.
are you on, JD?
Oh,
It's worth it.
It is worth it. Trust me. I'll buy your pack when you're in Sydney next,
Yeah.
and you can let me know. Let me know.
I'll share them
Well,
with
boys,
you.
I got to meet up. I got to meet up with the family, but I'll catch you later.
Okay,
Happy
thank you
Thanksgiving
so
to
much.
Thank you,
everybody.
JD.
Take
Happy
care. Look after yourself.
Thanksgiving.
You.
Don't fight
Thank
with
you
each
so
other. Be
much.
nice with each
Thank
other.
you, Frankie.
And see you
See you,
soon.
man.
See you guys.
Now I got to catch up on some super chats.
Super chats.
Here we go. We got some super chats coming in now. We got a super chat from Maharaja Philippe, $2. AC3, why do you hate Ulysse Nardin? That's a good question. I never look. Okay, let me say this to you. I love the Breguet, the B, the script. I love the story, the romance, the history. Ulysse Nardin's always been the fat Russian guy who, you know, he does burnouts in his Bentley. He thinks that's fun. You know, just uncouth. I just hated the brand. Jefferson Exotic, $5. I am Cubitus of Borg. We were going to destroy your planet, but we like JD's Gonzo. You lucked out, fuckaroonies. Long live Terry. Yes, yes, yes. And we got CB, $5. You answered me. Full of shit is the right answer. Let me say this. If you had $100 million, Erwin,
Yo.
can you see why Breguet? I would still buy Breguet secondhand, okay? I wouldn't buy new.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I would love to get rid of everything I've fucking got and just have Breguet.
Mhm,
I would.
mhm.
What do you think?
Well, I don't think that's the wrong answer. I think in the end of the day, to each his own. Breguet is not a horrible brand. It's in fact a very luxurious brand that only makes like 70,000 pieces a year. It's even more rare than
They make
Patek,
70,000.
right?
They make
Or
17,000.
17,000, sorry, a year. Yeah,
17.
pieces. Yeah. So I think they are considered very luxurious, and yeah, not everyone pour all their money or finances into watches, right? So no judgment there. I don't think it's a right or wrong answer. Like I say, to each his own. But it's for me, I love my 5990, right? So because of that, I'm forced to stick to Patek, since I can only have one brand.
I love Breguet. I think Breguet is just such a magnificent brand. You know, if I was that rich, I would want something that's not cliche. If I had $200 million, Breguet, I want to be eccentric. You know, I want to drive a Bentley around. I
Yep.
want to I want something special in a watch.
Yep.
I mean, don't you think if you had 200 million, would you want to be just a Rolex person? That's so cheesy, isn't it?
No. To be honest with you, I think Rolex, I mean, yes, no disrespect to the brand, but I think these days, people are more aware of other brands, and they do realize that when comparing those other brands like independent brands and Rolex don't come close to some of these brands. But nevertheless, Rolex is a strong brand, right? So I can understand why people have them. I myself, I have them as well. I think I've said this before. I think I've said this in one of my channels before. I don't think you will ever not have a Rolex. I think everyone, if you're a watch collector, a serious watch collector, you might have at least one Rolex. Not because you think that they are such a great watch or great brand, but you will probably think that in order to be regarded as a serious watch collector, you probably need to have a Rolex. And that's probably one of the driving reasons why people have them. I'm not saying that that's a general truth, I myself,
no.
I have like.
Let me just catch up on some super chats here.
Yes.
Maharaja Philippe, $2. AC3, why do you hate Dracut Droz? Show me some watches. Why do I hate them? I hate them because
I thought you liked them.
I like the snake one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the snake. But that's a Jackie Drones.
That's a Dracut Droz. Yeah, I like the snake one. That's a very cool watch.
So
what about
actually,
the
did you
other-
read some
Very
of the
cool.
super chats earlier on? No.
Yes, I've got another super chat. Maharaja Philippe, $5. Real talk. Were you jealous when your sister said she preferred mine? No, Tan. There's no question. Your world time is stunning. It's stunning. Your world time. He's got a 5230 in white gold. That is my pick. However, I have a different one. It's okay. It's okay. I had to, with my limited budget, I had to pick what I had to pick. I'm not jealous. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Definitely not the case. CB, $5. Honestly, you run into Marcelo with a Le Mans, a Platona, and GMT Meteorite, and you go to this watch fight with 3 fucking Breguets? Yeah. Yeah, see, I'll be honest with you, 3 Breguets would excite me more than those Rolexes, which are hype. I mean, the Le Mans, I like the Le Mans, but besides the money, I think I prefer the Panda. Okay? The Platona, that's the platinum. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Luxy.
Yeah, I'm
3
bringing up some
Breguets,
visual.
of course. Look at this. Of course, the Breguets, they would walk all over those Rolex. Actually, that Cove has that same chronograph one. That I'd actually let's pick that chronograph. That would be a beautiful. It's like a $70,000 Breguet, that. I fucking love Breguet. You know what? When you're that rich, you don't need to big note yourself. You know what I mean? When you're that rich, do you need to show off?
Is Breguet substantially more expensive than like Patek or Vacheron?
No. On the second-hand market, they are a bargain, Mike.
Okay.
But on the retail,
they're in line with. They're about. Look, they're different. Patek doesn't really have comparable models to break. Well, they do and they don't.
I guess I just meant to ask the retail asking price. You know, the
Retail,
secondary
they are
market will do what it
comparable.
does, but they're like a little less or the same.
Secondary market, they are a bargain.
Yeah.
Retail, they are equivalent, I would say.
Because I've seen the backsides of some Breguets that were just mind blowing. You know, all of the the best engine turning and Geneva lines and all the best finishing work. I mean, just mind blowing. But then I've also seen the same thing from Vacheron, and then I've also seen the same thing from
CB.
AP.
When you're worth 200 million, you don't care. You don't really care.
You go eeny, meeny,
I'd rather
miny,
have
moe.
these Breguets on
I'll
my
take
wrist.
that one.
I'd rather.
I mean, when you compare polishing, right, standards between a Breguet and a Patek, I mean, Breguet really polishes everything. The screw heads, the screw holes, the bevels, even the breeches, the gear wheels, I mean, Patek doesn't even do that, So if you were to really compare them side by side, I think Breguet wins Patek. I'm sorry, I'm going to probably get a lot of haters there, but
no, that's fair enough. I totally with you. We got Maharaja Philippe, $5. Tell us, Ron the Shrink, worst watch collection decision. I think Ron's worst decision, he got rid of the no date sub. He had a 14060. He got rid of that. We've got Maharaja Philippe, $5. AC3. Ron has been fucking balls deep in blonde pussy for months now with multiple partners. Should he slow down or lean in and get a sub? Get a sub. Get a sub. You know what, Erwin, I got to tell you something, right? I'm recalibrating my collection. Let me say something to you, right?
Yep.
I got rid of the Type 21, which was very painful because I really wanted to keep it. But let me say this to you. I got the Breguet. I've got the gold chrono, the gold chrono master compressor, the rose gold. I got the Patek World Time. I got the Bluesy. I got the Explorer 2, the Speedy, and the Zenith El Primero. I want to add a fat Pam to my collection.
I knew that was coming.
A fat Pam or a Grand Seiko? What would you add?
Grand Seiko. I would add a Grand Seiko in my humble opinion. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sorry.
As for Ron, get the sub. We got CB, $5. The problem is your lack of imagination. You cannot see yourself with the 2 mil. That is why you can't think as big as Marcelo.
You know what, Archie? I'll be right back.
No problems. The problem is your lack of imagination. You cannot see yourself with 200 mil. No, I think if you had 200 mil, it doesn't matter the value of it. You don't have to have the most expensive. That's the joy of having $200 million net worth. You can just do what you really want. It gives you that freedom.
Yep. It's a nice place.
We got another super chat from CB, $5. With your logic, to be eccentric in your harem, you would keep old, fat, ugly. You betcha. Yes. You know what? Abraham Lincoln said, always go for an older woman. She will be more grateful and make breakfast for you. And you know what? Enthusiasm is far more important than young and perfect. I would definitely go for older. Definitely. 100%. 100%. 100%. No questions at all. Let me tell you this, CB. When you've been to the dark side and you've had the young and beautiful, you then prefer to have the unusual. And we've got what's that? We've got an unboxing happening
Something's
on
coming
the
out.
stream.
You mentioned about Grand Seiko, right?
Yes,
So tell me what you
that
think.
rice
Of this.
paper. Do you like that rice paper there?
Oh yeah, I do.
Of course he does.
Of course I do. All right, what do we have here?
In your
So
watch
you-
journey, do you find the box important? Do you find that shit important? Like, you like to see the boxes and collect them
Oh.
and that?
I
do.
do. I do. Yeah, I do.
When I'm spending 7 and above on a watch, yeah, 10 or more for a watch, I want a nice box. I think Rolex cheeses out,
Just very quickly, I'll just grab one super chat. Maharaja Philippe, $5. AC3, are you impressed by Ron's ability to deflect their heifers and just fucking smash tens every night? Are you a proud uncle to Ron? I got to tell you got to be happy. I never minded a few plus-sized ladies. I never minded. Personally, I think I don't judge people solely on skinny and this and that. I think also the thing is their personality is so important. As the older you get, you realize this. But hey, here we go. Look what we've got here with
You
Erwin
ready?
on the screen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of this one?
Oh, I love it. It's a Seiko Diver. GMT.
GMT.
Is it Grand Seiko?
It is
It's
a
a
Grand
spring
Seiko.
drive, isn't it?
It's a spring
Is that a
drive.
spring-
They call. Yep.
That's actually really super duper cool. Because all the spring drives that I've seen to date have been dress watch or regular, bezeled watches, and this is the first one, that's dive style that kind of looks like a sub, but it's spring drive. And is it? Can it go pretty deep?
This has a. Wow, what was it? Yep, this has a 100-meter.
100 meters. Okay, so that's okay, but so it's not competing in the I can go deeper than you competition
No,
part, but still it looks the part.
Oh, what are you wearing there? What's on your wrist there, Erwin? Is that a spam?
no, that's a that's a Hamilton. That's a Murph.
Beautiful.
No, that's a Murph. But yeah, this one here.
So this
this is cool.
When did you buy this? When did you buy this?
I got a receipt right here. It's 2020. So
It's
this
got,
you get a
it's got a
discount?
power reserve.
I did. Yeah, this has a brown dial.
Oh,
So you're talking about your PAM, right? So this has a brown dial
Oh.
with kind of like a champagne gold hands and indices. So they call this the champagne
Oh.
diamond.
Very cool.
And the cool thing
What-
about this is,
Wow.
the cool thing about this is, I mean, they don't make a lot of brown dial watches, right? And because this is a GMT, it allows you to read more, like up to 4 time zones,
Wow.
right?
It's amazing.
Okay, let's see what we can get here.
Are you doing something with
And
purple?
check out the loom. Check out the loom.
He's got the loom. He's got a loom light.
Oh.
He's got a special loom light. Fuck.
Wow.
That's
I like it.
amazing.
Even
I
the
like the
bezel
bracelet.
has,
I like the bracelet as well.
the
How's
bezel
the
has
buckle?
loom.
How's the buckle on that?
It's just a normal.
Okay. Does it
For
have
sure.
much adjustment, or do you have to just
No
do the
adjustment.
Nah,
It
you
has
link
got to
swap?
read
absolutely
the link.
zero.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
Now-
What's the ticket on that?
Sorry.
How much was it? How much you pay for it?
It was retailed at 27,000 ringgit. So that's about. What's my phone? 27,000. That's about 27. What's the conversion? Yeah. In US, that's
6,000
about
US.
yeah,
Oh my!
6,000 US.
You know what? I'm around. I hope around Christmas time to be getting a new sub.
Here we go. We got a super chat from
I might
Maharaja
get
Philippe,
I might get
$2.
that watch.
AC3, the older the berry, the sweeter the juice. Very, very true. And we've got Maharaja Philippe, $2.
I wonder what he's referring to.
Loom, nice piece, Erwin.
Cheers, Patel. Maharaja.
He loves you. Patel really, really
Yeah.
appreciates you coming on. And
I appreciate him as well. So this piece here, it's actually a limited edition. It's limited to 140 pieces only.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's only $4,600 or 46,000.
no, it's 6,000 US, Mike.
6,000
6,000 US.
6,000 US, and it's a limited edition of only 150.
140 pieces. Yeah.
140. Wow,
140.
that's. I mean,
What does the limited edition signify, Mike? Sorry, Erwin.
What does it signify? No, it's well, there's this company called Tongxia, right? So they actually cover quite a wide base in Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, and Thailand, I think, and Australia. So this is basically a limited edition to them, the Tongxia Group. So I think it's also you can get this in Australia actually. Yeah.
I really like it. I got to tell you,
Interesting.
what's the secondary market like, Erwin? What happens with the prices there?
Well, I think it's holding its price because it's very limited, and because they don't do brown dials. Brown dials is
No.
very rare, especially
I
brown
know.
dials.
That's why I like the PAM 662 brown chocolatey dial. It's so cool.
Yeah. So that's why I say you talk about PAM and brown dials, right? So I thought of this, and you mentioned Grand Seiko. So
Very nice. Thanks for showing that, man.
cheers, man.
Seiko's that's the only company I can really think of that regularly uses the 4 o'clock position for the crown.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, Mike.
I'm not sure if I like it either.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly, because I've got I've got one. My Orange Monster has the crown in that position. It doesn't bother me. I don't even think about it. It's not like something inside the dial is like off center, upsetting the balance of the watch. But yeah, Seiko's the only company that I can think of that really regularly uses that 4 o'clock position, or has in the past. I mean, maybe one or two other watches from another company I've seen that's maybe they're using Seiko movements or something. I don't know. But Seiko's the only company I've seen that uses the 4 o'clock position. Looks good, man. That looks great
It looks
on your
fucking
wrist.
amazing on
What's
your
the
wrist,
size?
Erwin.
How big is
This
it? 40?
is 43.
Oh,
I think.
dude,
Yeah, I think it's 43.
be still my heart, Archie. I might get a Grand Seiko.
Oh, definitely. They're amazing watches. Don't be.
Well, no, I mean, I'm probably around Christmas. I'm looking at hoping trying to get a sub, but I'm gonna just probably stop collecting at that point, and be happy with what I have, and just wear it until I die, and just not worry about collecting anymore.
Yeah.
Just get one.
Well, the key here is just to be happy, collect what you want.
Oh, of course. Well, I have one or two beaters that you can wear while you're working on your car, or you taking out playing golf or whatever. And then you have like one or two super nice watches that you wear as dailies when you're not doing rough and tumble stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
I like this one, Hamilton the Murph. It's really cool and a very good price point as well.
I would be scared to scratch that thing.
I got to be honest with you, that is a cool watch. We got another super chat's just come in from Maharaja Philippe, $10. AC3. I'll tell you why Erwin is a stand-up dude. He built a $6,000 sub channel from years ago. From your inspiration, never showed his face. When he showed up here, turned on his camera only because it was on your show. That's an amazing story, Erwin.
That's right. That's right. Inspired by you, Archie.
Awesome.
Hey, thank you so much. That is such a cool story.
Inspired by you, yeah.
That is a good
It is
story.
so lovely to hear from you. And I got to tell you, the beautiful thing is, Erwin,
Yep.
with I like the way you don't care about hype. You don't care what people say, You collect what you like. And
Yeah, I mean,
you've got to
life is too
remember,
short.
it's not just for the money you're in the hobby. You are here for the love of the watches. And man, anyone who has, you inspired me to get the 7057.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I saw my friend had one. He just bought it, and I fell in love with it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it immediately. You know what I'm saying? I fell in love with that watch immediately, and what an amazing piece of kit.
I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that you like it. Yeah. I mean, watch collecting, it's really something, right? Because it's not cheap, and
it's not cheap at all.
It's not cheap at all, and I know some people actually collect it because they collect to impress. You know what I mean? They do it because the other guy has it, or I need to have this because I know my friends will like it. And hey, like I say, to each his own, right? If that works for you and that gives you happiness, no judgment there, by all means. But for me, it's no. Why should I care about what the next person thinks? Most important, I want to collect what I want, right? And you build.
It's incredible. They're incredible pieces.
Thank you.
And,
thank you. No, I've got shitters as well. I've got shitters. I've got collections that people would say, "Oh, that's horrible." Why would you spend money on that? But it's a fun watch. Fun hobby. So
we got another super chat here. Patek Philippe, Maharaja Philippe, $5. AC3. What sort of topics would you discuss at the Hostess bath, and how much would they hit you for the champagne bottle? Oh, it's very expensive. It's roughly $100 US an hour. Okay. And the bottle, they can be $1,000. $1,000 for champagne.
You seen those bottle bars where they take a $50, $70 bottle of champagne and they give you a nice atmosphere, and your friends sit around the table and they pop the bottle, and it's a $2,000 bottle of wine.
Oh, it's just ridiculous, don't you think, Mikey?
I think if whoever's on the money making side of it is laughing all the way to the bank. That's what.
Well, they've got expensive overheads to run a bar and to have premises, and that is not cheap.
Yeah, but when you're you're multiplying your costs by at least your physical costs by 7 to 10%.
But how many people actually order the champagne there? People
it's
don't
not
do it,
7
right?
to 10, not 7 to 10%, 700 to 1,000%. They're
Mike,
very popular in downtown cities and stuff. Bottle bars, yeah. All the guys and gals like to go and party, and then they go sit down in the bottle bar, and they make a big deal out of it. They bring the thing in on a tray with a sparkler, and they pour it out to everybody, but I mean, the bottle of champagne itself isn't like a $1,500 bottle of champagne, and you're paying $500 for the service. It's just the other way around, and even
we got a super chat. CB, $10. Erwin, congratulations. I am wearing my Grand Seiko Peacock today.
That's very rare.
I love the Peacock.
That's rare.
I love the Peacock. The reason I stopped loving it was because of the price. I love Grand Seiko watches. Thank you for bringing class and watch talks. You would never eat in the face of your viewers. You have too much class.
Thanks, CB. Speaking about diver watches, I know you talk about PAM, right? Have you heard of the French Panerai? Let me introduce you to a brand. Some people call it the French Panerai. So,
we just quick, Rich Mitch, £2. Fuck Timu. Thank you.
So I'm
ZRC Geneve. No, show me what this is.
Yeah. So I'm reading this up. I'm trying to learn about them, to get to know them, and because I'm trying to do a review on them soon. So this is the kind of dive watch that they have.
Huh.
Oh, I don't like the crown at 6. I hate it.
Right. I mean, initially when I first saw it, I said, that's questionable, right? But when I have it on my wrist, it's a different story. It kind of, I don't know how to explain it. When I first saw it on picture, I thought, no, it's kind of, don't really like it. But then when I have it on my wrist and on my hand, I say, oh, actually, it can work.
Is the lug on the side with the crown longer than the lug on the side without the crown?
No.
And so, no,
they're about the same. Yeah.
Okay. And
good question, though. I mean, that's a good question. Fair question.
Well, yeah. I mean, you referred to how it wore on your wrist, and I was just trying to gauge whether you had a wide, flat wrist or a small, round wrist. And
check out this one. I think this is my favorite. That looks like the Omega deep sea diver. The James Bond.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah. It's got the stripe and all.
Well, I'm gonna probably have the watches soon, so I'll probably do a thorough review and I'll tell you guys what I think about it. And this brand is older than Rolex.
Really?
Wow.
Where is it? Yeah. 1904. Rolex is 1905.
Well, I'll be.
So there you go. They dubbed this as the French Panerai. So just
are they Phoenix brand? They're Phoenix brand.
What do you mean by that? Phoenix brand?
Phoenix brand is a brand that died and come back. Phoenix. It rises from the ashes.
Okay. Right.
Like Breguet is a Phoenix brand. You see?
I guess you can say that. I guess. I'm not too sure, but let me read up a little bit more, and I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, interesting. Tell me this, instead of watches, would you have a hobby like sports? People do fishing or playing football, or because watches are possessing, you're owning something. It's a material good, isn't it?
Yes, true.
But other hobbies you could have, like shooting or hunting, or you could have running, running club or bicycling, no?
Yep.
Sure. Boy, you can spend what you'd pay for your BMW on a nice mountain bike these days. You go into the bike shop, you could spend 25 to 50 grand on a mountain bike without even breathing hard.
And they depreciate like fuck as well, don't they?
Oh yeah, probably about as fast as you can throw a rock downhill.
Yes.
But they're for using as hard as you can until they're used up. But I mean, they're so high tech today. They're all composite. And they all have suspension, and there's different.
Yes.
Like back in the day, there was just one style bike, that fit you well, hardtail, just diamond frame. And now the bikes
Speaking
have
of which, in San Francisco, they've got. Have you ever been in a driverless Uber? They got Waymo One.
Nope.
Driverless. What do you think of that? Driverless cars.
I'll wait a while on that one. Let it get perfected.
Waymo One.
Arch?
No, never tried that.
I mean,
Would you do
these
driverless?
days.
Do I do driverless?
Sorry, go on.
Well, I've got a Tesla, so maybe one day.
Have you got
Maybe
the
one.
driving kit? It can drive itself.
No, yeah. Apparently, it's still illegal in Malaysia. So.
Okay.
We got a super chat here. ASB88, £5. Arch, what's your view on accuracy with mechanical watches? In spec, super tight, or not bothered? As long as it's less than a minute a day. I think spec. If you want super accuracy, go to quartz. Mechanical watches are. I'm not super fussy on that. I think some people go too far.
Spec is fine. I think honestly required, because if you're spending 10, 20, 30, 100 on a watch, they should at least be able to build it to be able to be within 5-6 seconds a day at least. Not expected to be absolutely perfect like quartz, but if they're 30 seconds a day off, no, that's unacceptable.
I got to be honest with you. I think some people get too crazy with the accuracy. I mean, the mechanical, they are a flawed device, but they can be pretty cool. I don't mind these things.
Yeah, you can luck out sometimes and get a mechanical one that is like almost dead nuts quartz accurate. Like this orange monster right here, worn daily. I maybe once every 2-3 weeks.
Sorry, Mikey, we couldn't see it. I'm going to put you on full screen.
I have to knock it.
Look
I
at
have
that.
to knock it
Nice
forward a minute once every 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean it doesn't change much over time.
What do you think about Cyrus watches? I don't hear many people talking about Cyrus.
I've never heard of them.
What's a Cyrus watch?
I'll bring them up. Give me a second.
Yeah. Pull it up, Lex.
Here. Sharing screen. Here we go. Have you ever seen this brand?
Oh, they're kind of crazy.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no,
pretty out there. Very expensive.
They look like a cross between Moza and
Richard Mille or something.
something.
Interesting.
I don't know. looks like they're trying too hard, you know?
Not your cup of tea?
Not my cup of tea.
Nope. How much are they?
The one on the screen is about $200,000, I think.
Fuck!
Let me
I'll be
get
back.
the.
Pass.
I'll be back in one moment. Let me just come back. I'll be back.
Let me get the price. Okay, the price. Oh no! Sorry, I was wrong. It was another watch. That one was £42,000, about 50,000 US dollars.
Still.
It was another one that I was looking at that was crazy.
I'm not intrigued with this one, but I'm intrigued with the other one. By the other one, the one with the black and gold
The jet one?
piece. Yeah, that looks interesting.
Yeah,
This one?
It
Yeah.
looks like. Does
This
that
one?
triangle spin?
Wow, look at the price.
Yeah, So I mean, some of these are crazy. £350,000, 400,000 US dollars.
Okay,
Yeah, they're
get it.
yeah, they're crazy.
This reminds me of another brand. The design cues and the price point. Have you heard of this brand called David Kendo?
David
David
Campbell.
Kendo, David. Let me see. Where's my phone? David Kendo, and yeah, it's probably priced around that same range as well.
Well, that's okay. You know,
David
I mean,
Kendo, Candaux. Oh, look at that!
Okay.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool.
it's almost so busy that it'd be distracting.
But it's a conversation starter, right?
Do you like
Definitely.
Breguet, Mikey? Because Breguet are crazy busy. This is simplicity compared to Breguet.
Oh wait, this has a carousel dial.
I guess with the thing spinning so quickly, like with it sped up, it just like gave me a weird feeling. But like starfish or octopus spinning around, but otherwise spinning slowly, it looks just fine.
Yes,
So
the
the
carousel
time
dial, right? Effect. Yeah.
would
How
be
do you
10
read the time?
o'clock. Yeah, this will be 10 o'clock because it's got the 10 in the center. There's the hour, and then the minutes that points towards the minutes.
Ah.
What points towards the triangle?
Yeah, the triangle. You see the white arrow at the top of the triangle?
Oh, so it does rotate.
Yeah, that part rotates.
Oh, all right.
The entire dial rotates. The entire dial actually rotates. That's why it has that carousel effect.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was too busy searching
so-
for. Let me check again.
Yeah, you check out the video. You see.
Ah, yeah. I see now. Holy
See, the
shit!
entire dial rotates.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Gee whiz. Huh. Interesting.
But is it worth £350,000?
Yeah, that's the big question. And it's got that a really highly domed crystal, which
I can't afford it. 10 probably can. 10, what do you think of this?
I love it. I love this stuff. This looks
when I
like
win
those
the lottery-
undons I used to sell.
when
It
I
looks
win the
like
big
those
Powerball
undons I used to
lottery,
spruik.
I'll buy everybody one of these when I win the lottery.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Mike. I'll
Yeah,
take
you
you
got
up on
it.
that.
Oh yeah.
I got to be
do-
honest with
do
you.
so, man.
You know what? For me, can I tell you something? I want to say you a secret, okay, Erwin?
Yeah.
For me, like when I think of watches, right? I
Yeah.
really like. I like a watch with a history, right? History is important to me. And I also like a watch. This might sound stupid to you. The font they use is very important. The font. And like, I don't like what's the brand? Fuck, what brand is it that? Like FP Jaune, I don't really like the fonts. Okay. I love the curly Breguet, the B with this, I love that.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that Breguet, I'll be honest with you, I sat down and thought, what do I really like? And I like the traditional watchmaking. I like precious metals. So for me, I can't see much attachment to that. Some of these brands here, these brands, that one you just had up there, it doesn't do. Same as Ulysse Nardin. I don't like the fonts. I like to have more traditional, conservative type things. Like, I think, I'll be totally honest with you, Erwin. I would like to have 8 Breguets, and that's enough. That's my whole watch journey. I would have a Type 21 in gold. I'd have a Breguet Marine. I'd have a Traditional. I'd have a Classique. I would have a chronograph in a Traditional. I would love to have a tourbillon. You got to have a Breguet tourbillon. I would like a Type 20 in steel. That's what I'd like. I'd love to have just Breguet. Just Breguet. I want to get rid of all my other brands. Look at this Breguet Marine. This is so beautiful.
Respect.
Have you ever met a collector who just has Breguet, Erwin?
Nope. Not in the moment. Nope. Yeah.
I think that's what the super rich would do. If I had $100 billion, and I'd be happy. Super chat. Where have you been? CB, $5. Archie, do you have a Western toilet or a Japanese toilet in the house? Japanese toilet. That is one of the best toilets I've ever seen. That washes your back, your bottom. It's an incredible.
You know what I love on that toilet? Right now in Japan, it's cold, right? You feel it's cold.
It warms the seat.
Yes, it's got heated seats. Yes.
And then after
another thing I like, it's got the scent. Have you seen the one that's got the scent deodorizer?
Yes, and also after you finish your business, you wash your hands and it fills up the tank.
Yes.
So clever.
And also after you jet wash your ass, it's got a drying function.
Oh, I might know.
You don't need to waste paper. You don't need to buy paper.
It has a blower.
But the thing I can't stand is they have got the worst fucking tissue paper I've ever seen. It's like it's so thin. It's very little absorbency.
You sure that's not just the Airbnb being cheap, Archie?
No, everywhere has it. Everywhere you go has the same sort of paper. And the tissues, like you go to a shop, they give you a tissue. It's not really, it's like plasticky paper. It's kind of weird to explain.
And have you seen the toilet as well that puts music? So when you got the sound of plop, 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 your partner can't hear that noise because it's got music, plays music.
So polite.
Yes. Toilet talking about format.
This Breguet is absolutely killer. This is beautiful. CB $2. Archie, talking traditional Japanese. Thank you. I honestly, I would like to just have Breguets, Erwin. If I had real courage, I'd get rid of the stupid Patek, get rid of my Rolex, and I would get Breguet, just Breguet. I think realistically 4 Breguets would be enough. 3 or 4 Breguets would be enough.
Is there any Breguets that you don't like? There must be a Breguet that you don't like.
I love them all. I love Breguet. What do you think, Owen?
That's a thought. You can be a Breguet ambassador, right? That would help you the challenge.
I just love Breguet. Breguet is so cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Well, let's put it this way. For Breguet, I think you probably need to reach a certain age and a certain maturity to actually like it, because it's not a hipster or youngster kind of look, right? So for someone who actually love Breguet or the design or even the font that you mentioned, it's all very classic, and so you probably need to reach a certain maturity or age to actually be able to carry it off or pull it off. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah.
You know what I'm really missing the most, Erwin? So I came to Japan. I took the Bluesy. It's a rugged. You know what watch I really wish I had here?
The Breguet.
Breguet.
The Breguet. So when you come to Malaysia, you better bring your Breguet.
Yeah, I will, because that's. I'm actually looking at staying there for a month or two. Okay, I want to come and visit you. I'm thinking after Chinese New Year, sort of. So look, don't hold the house for me. If you've got a tenant, rent the fucker out.
Don't worry about it. Yep.
But you can help me find one. But I wanna stay there 1 or 2 months. I might even stay longer if I like it, because I tell you honestly, I think Malaysia is one of the best countries. Like, again, it's not like Thailand that has the bar scene. Malaysia is not like that, but you get sick of that scene. That scene is now in Malaysia. It's very, very sophisticated country, high architecture. You know, like they got the Petronas Towers. They got Malaysia is incredible, and you had the British influence. A lot of the architecture has beautiful British influence. That's from the British that came in.
Yeah, and the language as well.
I think Malaysia is absolutely a fantastic country. I think it's more open than Singapore. Singapore's a little bit rigid. You got to follow the rules. They love rules in Singapore. Lee Kuan Yew. Remember Lee Kuan Yew? Who was
Lee Kuan Yew.
Lee Kuan Yew. That's right, Lee Kuan Yew. He was a bit of a. He was difficult.
Stickler to the rules. Yeah.
But Singapore came from nothing. It came up as to
respect to them. Yeah.
But I think the rules are a little, and I think Singapore's a little bit in your face. They always show off a bit too much. But
Singapore, they're a little bit more uptight, I feel.
Yes.
And that's because of the rules, right? Everyone, they have to follow the rules, and yeah, nothing bad.
Exactly.
Nothing bad about them. So, there you go.
Super chat.
Super chat. Where have you been? We got a super chat from CB. CB, $5. Can you explain what traditional Japanese toilet looks like? Not the fancy one. Talking hole on the floor. Well, that's
CB has
long.
A fetish for toilets, yeah. But anyway, before you answer that, Archie, guys, gentlemen, I'm gonna make a move. It was nice being here.
Erwin, it's an absolute pleasure. Erwin, let me tell you, man, please. Me and you, Erwin, I want to get rid of everything and just get Breguets.
I'll help you with that if that's what you want.
See you later. Have a great day.
See you, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Super chat.
Yeah, what a super chat. Where have you been? Can you explain what a traditional Japanese toilet? I don't know. What is the traditional Japanese toilet?
I'll have a look. Let me Google it. Is it a hole in the floor?
I have no idea. They have those in Thailand, don't they? Those hole in the floor ones.
Yeah. Mainly at gasoline stations.
Gasoline? Why gasoline stations?
Because they're too cheap to buy a decent toilet. I don't know. Have you ever been to a gasoline in Thailand?
Yes.
And you've been to the toilets?
Hey, look who we got here. We got Uzi jumping.
There's a traditional toilet.
Wow,
Hole in the floor.
I've never seen this. I've never seen this. Here you go. Speaking
Would you
of
like to try it?
toilets, hello, Uzi. How are you?
Did you just call me a toilet, motherfucker?
Hey, I'm trying to link the guests to the show. How are you going, man? What's happening?
Chilling. What's up with you?
Any good cars? Tell us, what car did you get this week?
I already told you, and it's the Thanksgiving holiday thingy-mahicker. What? We ain't talking work right now. How about you? Any good cars? You got the same shitter BMW.
How long? So actually, it's quite funny. What you say is true.
Mm. What did I say? It's true.
12 to 13 years and they're gone. And we got Mr. GMT jumping on. Hey, boys, how are you?
What's going on, boys? How's things?
We got Maharaja Philippe, $5.
Full
AC3,
screen, full
head over
screen.
to-
He's driving, guys. Is he driving?
Yes, he is.
Let me see that. Drive. Oh, what's up, dude?
He's in the
What's going on,
Hilux.
brother?
How are you, man? Oh, and you're
How you
wearing the
doing?
Tudor. I love the Tudor.
I love the cheetah. Cheetah,
How is
boys,
your
cheetah.
watchbox going?
Yeah, same. Nothing changes. You know, all good, just working. How you guys going? Why am I on full screen? Take me on full screen.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hey, we got a super chat. Maharaja Philippe, $5. AC3, head over to Blancpain and pick an Air Commander for Luxy Poo. And I'll be back in one tick.
Air Command.
Come on, do something,
going on,
Mr.
Mikey?
GMT. You're on TV.
What do you want me to do, brother? I
Do
can't do much.
something.
I'm
You're on
driving.
live fucking TV right
Wait,
now.
I'm not gonna... Yeah, well, I don't want to be on full screen. Thanks to you.
I don't want to be on
Fucking
full
hell.
screen. Man, I screwed you. I'm
Susie,
sorry.
You stitched me up, mate. You stitched me
My
up.
bad. I won't do it again. How about that?
Damn. That's all right. Why don't they take me off full screen? I don't get it.
He went to go. He'll be back in a tick. Just one tick.
One tick. Just one tick.
Yep.
Just one tick. You'll be back. Sorry, boys. You
Sorry,
got
what's going on? I just got back.
Oh,
What's
that's
happening?
better.
Guys.
Thank you.
There you go.
I was on full screen for too long.
It was awkward. I agree.
It was very awkward.
Let me check super chats. Maharaja Philippe, $5 AC3, head over to Blancpain and pick an Air Command for Luxy Poo. Has Archie read this one?
No.
All right, let me go to Blancpain.
Yeah, Blancpain. We got Maharaja Philippe, $5. Mr. Sexy, did they vote in NT to ban Crocs as pets?
I don't know. That's a great question. I've got no idea.
They're
I got
violent
no
little
idea.
fuckers. You know that once they get to a certain size.
Just adding Monk Blanc to the school.
Yeah, see, Blancpain does nothing for. I never really liked the. I mean, I'm not trying to. The only one I like is the 50 Fathoms. I must just say, Madman had a 50 Fathoms. That was a beautiful watch.
Yep, it is.
I believe all brands have got something to offer that's special. Some more than others. You know, all the high-end brands.
So this is the Air Command. I've never really looked at the Air Command. Let's have a look at the Air Command. Archie, which one would you say would suit my taste, in your opinion?
It looks kind
You know
of.
what? I think Blancpain 50 Fathoms. 50 Fathoms, you've got to go. That's the iconic. That's the diver, the luxury diver. 50
This looks
Fathoms.
This looks like an Omega Speedmaster. Kinda.
Hey Archie, what do you do when all you want is one specific watch and it's like $38,000 cold hard cash? What do you do in that situation?
Hey, you got to look at it and say, can you get it secondhand? Can you get it?
It is
chiseled?
secondhand. It is secondhand.
You're talking about the GMT rose gold, aren't you?
No, the Guinness, the full gold Guinness.
You know what?
Archie, yeah.
Maybe you just need to buy it.
What? I don't have the cash. What do I do?
How do you mean you don't have the cash?
I don't have the cash to buy it.
You're a millionaire. You're a multi-millionaire.
No. I don't got the money for a $38,000 watch right now.
Oh, sorry. Let's just catch up here. I reckon that
To
gold
answer
one.
the super chat, we need to answer the super chat. Which one would
We've
you
got to
pick
answer.
from
Head over to Blancpain Air Command.
Yeah, it's
I
on the
reckon that
screen.
second
It's
one,
on the screen. The
that
second
is the
one?
best one. Yeah, that's the one. Look at that. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Agreed.
Yeah, I actually like this one. I like the color. I like the gold. Yeah, I'd probably
I
pick
don't
the
like
same.
the price, but I don't like the price.
About $40,000 US.
Fucking hell. Would that make you happy? Do you think you'd have no problems? That's the
This
same
particular
sort of-
watch wouldn't make me happy. No, it's not. It's not. It's
Uzi,
not
if you
100%
own
my
this
cup
watch,
of
would it make you happy? Would you be happy?
Which one? The one on screen or the or the Guinness?
Well, the Guinness. That's a similar money, believe it or not. Actually, as a side note, similar sort of money.
I don't think it would make me happy, but it'll satisfy my want
you
for
wear
that
it?
watch.
When you're working or what?
No, see, that's the thing. I wouldn't wear it when I'm working. I would just wear it on the weekends, and I have my diamond date that I wear on the weekends. So what am I going to do? Well, I don't even need it.
You know what, Uzi? Maybe just buy it. You got a credit card? You heard of credit cards?
I don't do credit.
Okay, why don't you
I
do
buy everything
credit?
because I buy everything in cash.
Okay. Okay. So you're not making it easy for us, okay? How
That's
much
why I
cash
asked
do
you.
you have? You said you don't have 38. How much do you have?
None. I got no money for a watch right now. I got none.
Okay,
It's
well,
all
that's your answer.
invested. That's my answer. I got to work for it, huh?
Yeah.
We got super chats.
Here we go. We got a super chat here. Actually, we did that one.
You got
The
another
next
one.
one.
Did you do this one?
CB, he was saying $5. I used to go to Japan when that was it, and few places with the Western style had instructions because Japanese stand on the edges and they fell in. Actually, in my toilet, okay, if you want, guys, I can do a toilet tour. I can show you the toilet in my apartment if you really, really want.
Can we see you sitting down on the toilet and giving us a how-to guide of what functions? Maybe we get a super chat for that, Archie.
We get super.
It's good
shit.
having you here.
Really?
Lux?
Huh?
It's good having you here, Lux. Seriously.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Archie, are you serious? You're willing to do that? Sit on the toilet and show us the functions?
Well, I wasn't going to actually take my clothes off. I was just going to sit on it with my pants on, but...
And then get your ass wet with your pants on?
No. I'm only boring and
you really want to get
conservative.
this stream taken down? Jesus.
No. Hey, it's Archie's willing to do it. It's
We
up
got
to him.
Maharaja Philippe. He says, Mr. Sexy, tell us your top $5. Tell us your top 3 favorite watches from your collections, ranked 1 to 3. I will tell you now what they are. Number 1 is his Pepsi. Number 2, I would say number 2. What's number 2 for this guy? You tell us, Mr. GMT, what's your 3 top watches?
My 3 top watches.
Yep. Your 3 favorite.
So what my 3 top watches in my collection? In my collection will be my Pepsi, my Day. That's a good question. The third one's a hard one. So I know the first 2 straight off the bat. Because I love them all equally, so it's hard.
Which date?
I don't know.
Which date?
18,
He's got a 36 mil. 18238. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a great question. It's a great question.
Can I ask you something?
I got
Uzi?
no
What
idea for
happens
the
if
third one, man.
Oh, third one. The third one. What about your
Yeah, I don't know.
Monaco? You love your Monaco, don't you?
I love my Monaco. Yeah, I love my Monaco. I love them all, man. I suppose put the Monaco. That'll do. But I love them all. To be honest, all my other ones is just equally. I really do love them all. So, yeah, that's the one.
How many Rolex have you got now, Mr. GMT?
I got 3.
You got, what you got, the Pepsi?
I got the Pepsi, I got the Kermit, and I got the Day.
Ah, fuck. What more do you want?
Exactly. Yeah, what more do you want?
Uzi, what happens if crypto goes down and you blow the money you've invested?
Then I'm fucked.
Okay. You know, crypto is gambling.
It is gambling. Yes, it is. It is. Mr. GMT, what would your next watch be?
I'm not collecting anymore. I'm done.
How many have you got, Mr. GMT?
I've got the good ones that I've got is 8, 12.
Oh, you're really done. That's enough.
I'm done.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I love your LV box, Mr. GMT.
Yeah, I do too. It really complements the watches. It really does. But no, I'm done. I'm just, I'm content. Anything else, I just wear them and enjoy them, you know, and then just, you know, jump on the stream and see what everyone else is buying and doing, and, you know, living through their needs and wants. You know?
You getting into the fragrances now, GMT? Mr. GMT, I'm sorry.
Oh, I've got a few fragrances. Yeah.
What's your favorite one?
Creed.
That's a good one.
Creed's nice, yeah. Creed's nice. Aventus is nice, but I think Creed Aventus Cologne is probably my favorite.
We got a super chat.
It's
GB
nice
20 Max. Industrial accident with a Makita Uzi. AC3 advice. A Makita. Industrial accident. Oh, yes. I said you could always claim the insurance if you had an accident at work. Yes. I don't think Uzi's that sort of guy.
What, insurance fraud?
Well, it's not insurance fraud if you lose a hand, is it?
Oh, yeah, I'll just cut my hand off so I could buy a Rolex for that hand. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Maharaja Philippe, $5. What does this watch say about you in 2024? Show pics. 1990s two-tone Heuer Link.
Ooh.
I'm calling.
Ooh, damn, that's.
I remember when I used to think the Link was just the coolest watch.
It was so cool, you know.
I still think it's super cool. But
a lot of people got into watches because of that, you know.
Yeah, that bracelet, man. That bracelet just sucked you right in. It's a cool bracelet.
Boys, I've got to jump. I've arrived at my destination. Thank you for having me. Stay sexy. We'll talk again soon.
It's always good having you on, Mr. GMT. Honestly, thank you.
Now, Bear has asked me to play this.
I like that
video
ass
for Mikey.
right there.
I think we're ever going to see another one of these again. That's an original Ford Pantera. Motor in the back. Look at this, guys. Holy
nice.
cow.
That's a pre-L. It has the little bumperettes. It doesn't have the big long 71 or 72.
1972 De Matasso Pantera. They got the original 427?
They all came with 351 Clevelands. And this is the numbers matching 351 Cleveland. Ford stroke to 408, now making 550 horsepower.
Right behind his head, guys.
Yep.
Ha! Awesome ride. Hell yeah. Guys, I don't think we're ever going to see another one of these again.
There you go. That's from Bear. Bear sent that to show Mikey. Thank you so much.
That gets Mike going, huh?
Thanks, Bear.
No, that's exactly it there. Luxy, I got to end the stream soon anyhow because I've got to go out with the family today. It's Saturday here.
Okay.
I had a super long stream yesterday and That was fantastic. Maharaja Philippe, $5. AC3, give us one of your confessions of a watch dealer. Buy low. No matter what the customer brings, it's the wrong one. Buy low, sell high. I actually don't enjoy selling watches. I got to tell you, I don't enjoy dealing with the public. I like to, I find it, many customers are just assholes, to be honest with you. I like to have nice customers who have mutual respect. I don't really like to be pushed. And yeah, that's honestly the way I see it there. Uzi, it's always
Yes,
good
sir.
to have you on the stream, man. You're a good guy. If I were you, if the watch is going to make you happy, just buy it. It's a lot of money. Yes, it is. Just buy it.
It's a big purchase, yeah.
But I get the feeling you're a bit rigid in your views. You're a bit rigid. You don't like to just, maybe just get the one and that's it. Walk away from the. If you can just get the one watch and say, this is it. This is my dream watch. I'm happy. I'm done. I tell you, Mr. GMT seems really content. He really has hit the spot. He doesn't want any more. He's got enough.
Well, he's got, what, like 30 or 40? How much did you say? He's got 20 of them or something?
He's got 12
Oh,
good
okay.
watches.
12. I mean, that's a lot of watches. 12 watches. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah. He's got some nice stuff there. What do you, I think it's enough. I think it's enough. Guys, I want to thank everybody who's come on. Now, let's go through the list. I want to go through the list because I want to thank the people who've super chatted today because it was so good. We had Little Dave, Rick Foss, Maharaja 100. My God. Maharaja Philippe. Maharaja 150. We had Maharaja again, Little Dave, Maharaja Philippe again, Maharaja Philippe again. Strider, we hope you are well. We hope you're doing okay, man. Uzi gave us a super chat. Thanks, Uzi.
A few of them.
Maharaja Philippe. Uzi trading again. Maharaja Philippe. Rich Mitch. Steve Burns. JT. Happy 3rd anniversary of Marcelo's birthday. Thank you. Happy 3-month. Happy 3-month anniversary of Marcelo's birthday. Hey, no worries. Good birthday. Maharaja Philippe, Rick Foss, Maharaja Philippe, Maharaja Philippe. CB, good question. If you were worth $200 million, what 3 watches of a single... I kid you not, CB, I really think Breguet would be what I would go. I think that's such a cool brand. I love Breguet. Just because you got 200 million doesn't mean you have to have 3 Richard Milles. I don't even like Richard Mille.
I hate him too.
CB, Maharaja Philippe, Jefferson Exotic, CB, Maharaja Philippe, CB, Maharaja Philippe, CB, Maharaja Philippe, CB, Rich Mitch, ASB 88, CB, Maharaja Philippe, CB, Maharaja Philippe, GB, Maharaja Philippe. I got to tell you guys, it's been a great show, and I'm very happy to have had a great show with you guys.
Arch, one last closing thought.
We will be...
Are you ready for the 90-day challenge? Let's get you back into shape, dude. You'll have more energy. Come on. Hey, you just look a little depressed right now. That's all. We can do this.
I'm getting better.
No, you're not. You're getting worse. I'm sorry. So am I. Come on. Let's do this. 90-day challenge, dude.
I'll think about it. About it.
If Archie does it, I'll do it. If Archie does it, I'll do it.
90-day challenge. Let me think about this.
What's the challenge? What do we have to do? Lose weight?
Yeah, get some muscle on, lose weight, eat healthier. You know, bring up that energy for the streams, Archie.
Yes,
we could do a live. We could do a live weigh-in. We could do a live weigh-in with goals, and if we reach those goals.
Yeah, if it embarrasses you, you don't have to do the weights for now. But you know, we can work on it. One step at a time.
One step at a time.
That's it.
Exactly right. One step at a time. Guys, I want to thank you for coming on. Luxy, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
Erwin,
having
it
me.
was great having you on. Mike the Snake, it's always great having you on. Uzi, we had some great panelists. Mr. GMT came on. It was really fun having you all on. So, guys, we'll be back. We got the morning shows, Luxy.
Yes.
I will see you on the morning show, Luxy.
Hi, man.
See you guys.
Thank you so much. And we will see you tomorrow, guys. Run the outro.